All right, today we're taking a journey to the north of England, to a spot where a massive fortress and a sacred sanctuary have been sharing the same skyline for, well, nearly 1,000 years. We're diving into the story of Durham Castle and Cathedral, a true testament to power carved in stone.
So, let's kick things off with a pretty big question. How do you build something, whether it's a building, an institution, or a symbol of power, that can actually last for a millennium? And let me tell you, it takes a lot more than just brute force. You need stone, you need a brilliant strategy, and you need a powerful story. And as we're about to see, Durham is a masterclass in all three. Our story really begins with a conquest. You see, this fortress was built with one crystal clear purpose: to cement Norman power and to control a very rebellious northern England. This was a region that was still recovering from the brutal harrying of the north, and was, to put it mildly, not thrilled with its new rulers.
The history here is just layered, literally built up over centuries. Construction on the castle kicks off in 1072, just a few years after the Norman conquest. Then it gets a major upgrade to stone in the 12th century, and by the 13th, work starts on that absolutely awe-inspiring cathedral right next door. This wasn't some short-term project. No, this was a long-term vision taking shape right before people's eyes. So in the beginning, the castle was what's called a motte and bailey fortress. And this was the Normans' signature move, really. They'd build this huge earthen mound, that's the motte, stick a tower on top, and then have an enclosed courtyard, the bailey, down below. It was a super fast, super effective, and very visible way to plant a flag and basically announce to everyone, hey, we're in charge now. But here's the cool part. The architecture didn't just stop there. Nope, it evolved over time, creating this fascinating story of two totally distinct styles: the rugged, tough Norman style and the elegant, soaring Gothic style.
And the contrast between the two is just wow. The castle's Norman DNA is all about pure strength and defense, right? You've got high walls, moat, a solid round tower. But the cathedral, that embodies the Gothic style. It's all about these graceful pointed arches, these incredibly complex ribbed vaults, and all that detailed stonework. Its job isn't to keep you out, it's to draw your eyes and maybe your soul straight up to the heavens.
But the cathedral is even more complex than that. It's this magnificent, one-of-a-kind blend of styles. It has these super solid, powerful foundations of Norman or Romanesque architecture, known for its massive scale and rounded arches. But then it just reaches for the sky with all those later Gothic details. And that fusion is exactly what makes it one of the absolute finest cathedrals in all of Europe. Okay, so let's step inside these incredible stone walls, shall we? Let's go and explore some of the site's most remarkable features. We're going to zoom in on three key spots that really define the whole experience of Durham: the superimposing 12th century round tower, the magnificent cathedral itself, of course, and the historic Great Hall. First, let's just try to get our heads around the sheer scale here. The castle walls, they're 20 meters tall. That's about 66 feet. I mean, can you even imagine trying to attack that back in the 11th century? This wasn't just a wall. It was a very clear, very loud statement of dominance. And hey, if you thought the castle's height was impressive, wait until you hear about the cathedral's footprint. It covers over 10 hectares. That's about 25 acres. This was a colossal project designed to inspire absolute awe and show off the immense power of the so-called Prince Bishops of Durham. Now, the Great Hall, this was the absolute heart of daily life here. And it wasn't just for big feasts, oh no. It was a true multi-purpose space. It was a dining hall, a meeting room, and yeah, at times it was even a prison. You can just feel the history seeping out of these walls. So, with all this incredible history and architecture, it's really no surprise that it's been officially recognized on the world stage. Let's talk a little about Durham's legacy as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And this really gets to the heart of what makes Durham so unique. It's both a crucial military stronghold from a really pivotal moment in English history, and it's a celebrated masterpiece of Gothic architecture. This combination of raw power and deep piety is what makes it so unbelievably special. So what does it even mean to be a UNESCO World Heritage Site? Well, it's basically the ultimate stamp of approval. It's an official recognition that a place has outstanding value to all of humanity. It is the highest honor a historic site can get, a way of saying, this place right here, it needs to be protected for all time. time.
And Durham, which includes both the cathedral and the castle, received this incredible honor back in 1986. That puts it right up there with the world's most treasured cultural and historical landmarks.
Okay, so if you're sitting there thinking, I have got to see this place, then this next part is for you. Here are a few practical tips on how you can experience Durham firsthand.
And the best part, it's actually super easy to get to. The main train station is just called Durham. It's on a major rail line, and from there, it's just a short and very scenic walk up the hill to the castle and cathedral. If you do go, I've got 3 must-do tips for you. First, definitely take a guided tour. It really brings the stones to life. Second, you have to climb the round tower. I promise the views are worth every single step. And finally, if you can, try to attend a service. It's such a powerful way to experience the cathedral, not just as a monument, but as the living, breathing space it still is today.
And that brings us full circle, doesn't it? From a rugged Norman fortress built for control to a university, a place of worship, and now a world treasure. These walls have stood for nearly 1,000 years, watching over rebellions, faith, and the constant flow of history. It really leaves you wondering, what stories will they tell in the next 1,000?